Hello and welcome to the Breckenridge Mountain Video Tour. I am your guide, Ted Amenta, available for private ski and snowboard instruction upon request. More information about that, as well as Breckenridge real estate, by following the links in the description below. Right now we're standing at the top of Silverthorne, which is one of the easiest runs in the entire world. And I'm going to show you the easiest way down for the cautious beginner who wants to take the easiest first run. That's what we're about to do. So we're going to take Silverthorne, which is off the top of the Quicksilver chairlift, which is what I'm looking at there, the Quicksilver. And this arrow points straight down the hill, and that is one way to get into Silverthorne, but I'm going to take you an even easier way, which is going to be off to our right here. And we're going to go around the 10-mile station, which is a lodge, which is good for going in to warm up. There's a cafeteria in there, and we are going to go uphill and around the 10-mile station. So when you get off the Quicksilver chair, you're going to look to your left as you look up the hill, or to your right as you look down the hill, for this sign pointing to Peak 8. And that's going to be your first landmark that you look for to take the easiest way down off of the Quicksilver chairlift. And we're going to go to our left here, and our next landmark is just off in the distance. And the next thing we're going to look for is this blue pole, which is just downhill, and if you're looking downhill, just to the right of the 10-mile station up there. So we look for this blue pole, and then we're going to take this run just downhill from us, and we're going to stay about 20 or 30 feet away from the trees on our left, but we're going to follow that tree line back underneath the Quicksilver chair. So we've just came from the top of the Quicksilver around the 10-mile station. We looked for that blue pole. We went downhill but stayed to the left of the run, and now we're back on Silverthorne, which is right under the Quicksilver chairlift, and we are going to start off following that Quicksilver chair right down the same way that it is coming up. I am stopping at this sign only to point out that we stay to the right of it. And in fact, we're staying to the right of the Quicksilver all the way down to this point, and we'll continue to do so for another couple of lift towers. If we went left, we have a little steeper section that you'll see covered in the Little Harry video. That's the test before you go to a blue run. But looking down the hill, we're going to stay to the right for a couple more lift towers. Certain that it won't show up in video, but the lift towers are numbered, and in between lift tower number 8 and number 9, 9 being the one further up the hill, 8 being right there in the distance, so between lift tower number 8 there and 9 up there, we cross underneath the Quicksilver chairlift and we look for this sign pointing to Kingsway to Peak 8 and easiest way down. That's what we're going to take this run, the easiest way. When what we're about to do is very comfortable for you, then you might go that direction, right, looking down the hill, what we call Ballet Hill, which will be covered in a different video. But for right now, we're going to continue on to our left. From this point, we want to take whatever speed you are comfortable with, because it's about to get very flat. And the faster we can go from this point and the next 50 yards, the less that we have to push for the next 50 or 100 yards. So from this point we can see the bottom of Little Harry. That's covered in a different video, but what we're looking at right now is something that should be comfortable for you before you proceed on to any blue or intermediate runs. But that's the bottom of it that we're looking at right there. I'm going to look over to my right and we see the Peak 8 Super Connect chair. Again, that's something we'll cover in another video, but we are going to continue down from here past the bottom of the Peak 8 Super Connect, and we're following still the easiest way down the hill. Very easy, very gentle, great for beginners to take their first run the way we're going. in the distance there is the bottom of the Beaver Run chairlift. We're not going to take that now. That does not have any beginner terrain accessible from the top. So unless you are an intermediate skier or snowboarder or better, then you don't want to go to the Beaver Run chair. And we are going to continue on to the bottom of the Quicksilver, which is the chairlift that we take if we want that run that we just skied down the easiest way down on Silverthorne. Now, in between Beaver Run and the bottom of the Quicksilver chair there in the distance is what we call the Palma area. On the trail map it is listed as the Camelback, but this is an area for people to start out on their first day, even before going to the Quicksilver chairlift, which is what we are about to get on now and what we would take to ski what we just skied. This area here, the Camelback or Palma, is for you to just learn how to make a wedge or snowplow, control your speed, come to a stop, learn how to make a few little direction changes before going to the Quicksilver chairlift. So this is kind of where you start out the first morning of the first day, and once you're ready for a chairlift ride, that's where we're going now. So that was your first run from top to bottom of the Quicksilver chairlift, becoming the easiest way down of any chairlift ride at Breckenridge. And you wind up here at the bottom of the Quicksilver chair, and that is the village at Breckenridge in the distance with the clock tower. So once again, be safe, have fun.